So, Mama, thank you so much for joining me here on your stand at Middle East Rail. There are some exciting projects happening, but I think if you could give me an overview of Middle East, the market, the potential, and of course your approach.
Thank you, Philippa. Very happy to see you again. Definitely this Middle East Rail has demonstrated the level of investment that the authorities are doing to shift to rail mode of transportation for the urban and for the main line. What we see currently is an extensive level of engagement by the authorities in UAE, in Saudi Arabia, in Qatar, in Bahrain, in favor of more rail in the cities, but also to connect the different cities and the different countries, which is in line with the overall GCC target of making this region as one of the most advanced economy after the COVID crisis that we all face. To be specific on this project, we have seen Abu Dhabi and the connection to the other Emirates in UAE being a key target for Etihad Rail. Of course, with the success of the freight, but now with the extension of the passenger service. This will continue as we understand their plan with high-speed connection, but as well with connection with Oman for passenger and freight. We see also within the GCC countries a program to connect Doha and Riyadh, Doha and Abu Dhabi, to also see these connections being economic and integration lever for this region. So we are extremely positive, and we are happy to see this shift happening now after years of preparation, and all the players from the government, from the contractors, from the technology company like Alstom are willing to accompany the authorities and to develop this program together.
So from what I see, having just walked around the show, is that we have the transport authorities, we have the railway operators, and then obviously policy and legislation around that, and it appears that everybody is quite cohesive in terms of what they're doing. So I think the market is really well thought out in terms of their planning, and it merely is a case of the supply base being ready to support those initiatives. Do you believe that as Alstom you have positioned yourself correctly for this market?
I mean, we believe that we are extremely comfortable in this market historically, and we are well positioned to accompany the evolution of the market. Because as a pure player of rail with a very wide range of solutions, we can discuss with the authorities on all type of needs that they may have in the now and in the future, which is helping us to have an open and constructive way of contributing to the setup of the project, somehow giving our experience inside the region but also outside the region, helping them to compare technologies, helping them to also take the best of the technologies with the innovation that are coming, like hydrogen, etc. So this dialogue is working extremely well. And we are not the only player, but overall the market is in need of getting a sort of coalition to help face the challenge of the decarbonization of the transportation and the net zero target of the different countries. It is really a call for having all the brains, all the capacity, all the stakeholders together to make this shift, because we need it.
Yes.
As human.
Yes.
We need to do it. So that's what is really fundamental, and this is how Alstom see itself as a fundamental contributor to this agenda. And Middle East is particularly well set for this future because of the hydrogen economy that is being developed and because of the capacity to invest in the rail, and that's somehow a very good situation.
Would you find that the market within Middle East, would you find that it is the environments and the challenges for this region are completely different to anywhere else in the world?
To look at the agenda in terms of policies, we see that all the countries in the GCC, and particularly UAE, is taking a strong stand towards what could help the different stakeholders to face the climate change. And the fact that the COP28 will be organized in few months from now in the UAE is a testimony of this commitment. But also, I think this region, due to the climate conditions of this region, very high temperature, close to the sea, with cities with high level of urbanization because of the deserts, they understand that making the city a better place to live and also having a temperature impact that is less important in the coming years is actually the best guarantee of the future of these countries. So when we are talking about increased temperature globally, we can understand for this region it can mean a harsher condition of living due to the natural climate that they have. So I think there is an action that is somehow a conservation of the well-being of the population, but also to make sure that the ecosystems that are in this region, which is extremely rich, the desert is full of inhabitants actually, not only humans. All this protection is in place. And for that, where the population is concentrated, which is the cities, are at the heart of the transformation that is happening.
So you've pretty much summed it up that you're quite positive about this particular market in the Middle East, and you have some successful projects that you've already rolled out, like Dubai, for example. What are the next imminent projects in this region for Alstom?
We are looking at the next metro in Bahrain. We are looking at the agenda that RTA do have on the new metro line in Dubai. We are looking at the exceptional program that Etihad Rail is developing. We have been impressed by the decision taken by the highest authorities of UAE and of Abu Dhabi Emirate to create the Abu Dhabi Transport Company. That is also a sign that the transportation is a key element of the authorities. So we do see this set of projects being, of course, very important. In addition to projects in Saudi Arabia, being Al Ula tramway, being Neom. So we consider that we should be serving all these countries, all these projects with the best of our expertise, the best of our product, the best of our people, and also being their long-term partner, not only for the construction of the line, but also whenever relevant for the operation and maintenance of these systems.
Well, Mayor, I'm going to say thank you very much for your time, because there were lots of people looking for your attention a few minutes ago. So thank you, and I look forward to working closely with you guys in the future.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Philippa. Real pleasure to meet you, and enjoy your Middle East Rail here in Abu Dhabi.